The man versus machine debate is not unique to the 21st century. New technologies emerge, some jobs disappear, and new ones take their place. We all know how the story goes. I'm not here to tell you about all this. I think Wikipedia or ChatGPT can do a much better job with rich historic details.
Hi, my name is Sebastian, a baby boomer based in Japan. I embarked on a journey to try to understand some riddles in the world of work, such as why companies complain that they cannot find the talent they need despite the fact that there are many people who cannot find jobs, or why the percentage of disengaged employees is higher than that of engaged employees. That's what brought me to the recruitment industry in 2015. The very latest riddle is AI versus jobs. Are we just in another business as usual episode about the machines are humans, with the difference being that there is much more noise about it due to the abundance of information and media channels, or how we really enter a new era? If so, what is different now? Some say that the pace of change and scale are unprecedented. That might be true, but I believe that it doesn't translate into many people losing their jobs because of AI. It is true that some jobs are indeed disappearing, as it already happened in history, but those are jobs mostly composed of tasks that are easy to automate. I believe that a lot of confusion has been created. To help you eliminate some anxiety, I'm proposing a 4-step method for you to understand the extent to which your dream job is exposed to automation. Before going to the steps, I can tell you that an easy way to do that would be to simply look for it in a list. One such list was published in 2017 by 2 researchers, which sparked a wave of apocalyptic news headlines and a series of further publications on the topic. That study ranked occupations based on the likelihood of being automated. I'm not aware of a recent list as comprehensive as that one, but there are some, such as the one from the Barnard Glass Institute, which ranks selected types of occupations by their Gen AI exposure score. You can decide if that is enough or you can be more critical. You should be aware that these studies are not the final word. They use advanced analytical techniques, but at the end of the day, these are just probabilities. Differing studies have produced differing estimations, simply by adjusting or changing certain parameters in the research. To put it simply, don't take them at face value. Now, let's first make sure we have the basics right. Remember that an occupation consists of various tasks, and each task has a different degree of automation. This means that even if a couple of tasks can be fully automated, it does not necessarily mean that the entire occupation will disappear. With the above in mind, here are the steps. 1. Understand AI's strengths and weaknesses. 2. Explore official occupation databases. 3. Gather insights from experienced professionals. And 4. Be the final judge. Let's briefly dig into each of these 4 steps. You can see more detailed information in my blog. The link comes at the end. As you can see, it includes a selection from key authorities in the field of automation, AI, and jobs. Again, for details, please visit my site. The bottom line is that as advanced as AI or Gen AI might be, they still have a long way to go. Will they ever reach human-like general intelligence? Time will tell. This is to gain a more detailed understanding of the occupation you are interested in. Thankfully, databases such as ONET include a wealth of useful information. ONET is an occupational database developed by the U.S. Department of Labor, widely used internationally by many institutions. It's not the only database. Other countries have their own ONET equivalent, including Japan. There are studies that have tested its applicability to other developed countries, and it holds up fairly well. If you are from a developing country, you might want to be cautious, as its applicability might have some limitations. Nevertheless, it is said to be a fairly good reference. For those who are not familiar with ONET or an equivalent occupational database, it contains a list of hundreds of occupations with a bunch of details for each one, such as tasks and skills. It does not include recently created jobs, which can be a serious setback for those aiming at such jobs, but still, it is a very useful occupational tool. For instance, let's consider the occupation of financial quantitative analyst. As shown in the table, you can take the skills required for the job from ONET and compare them against current AI capabilities. What does the table suggest? Do you feel that this occupation will disappear? Talk to at least 2 or 3 professionals in the occupation of your interest and learn about the changes they are experiencing. I suggest you contact those with various years of experience, as they will be in a better position to offer you a historical perspective on how tasks and skills have evolved over time in their field. At the end of the day, even though some occupations indeed disappear, most of the time what we have is transformation. This means that the same occupation changes in terms of the skills requirement. The key is to understand what those changes are and what the underlying nature of those changes is. Remember that the world is becoming more analytical. Therefore, there is a growing need for high-value knowledge or expertise and skills, including soft skills such as critical thinking or creativity. Last but not least, because it is more about teaming up with AI, you'd better start developing AI literacy as well.